In the last lesson, we learned how to use the toString method to display the complete state of an object. We can also write methods to allow us to examine or return any single field or attribute of an object. So let's take a look at how to do that in this lesson. First thing I want to do is copy our program name3.rb to name4.rb so we can make some modifications. So then we'll open name4. So here's our class definition. Here's our toString method. Here's our initializer. Next thing I'd like to do are add some methods to access each individual attribute. So the way we do that is we simply create a method with the name of the attribute, and its body simply makes a call to the attribute like so. So we'll do that for each attribute. So now we have a means of retrieving the first attribute, the middle attribute, and the last attribute. So let's see how that works. We'll leave our toString method call in. Okay, now let's add a few calls to the attributes. Let's do a simple one first and just print the first name. We'll save that. Call our program. So there's the first name after our toString method returns. Let's modify that. What we'll do is we'll print a blank line right here. And now we'll be able to see the first name on its own line. Let's call it again. There we go. And so we can turn around and do that for all the attributes. Let's modify our output a little bit. And we'll save our program. Let's clear the screen and call it again. So there we have our name and last name first order using toString, and then we have each piece broken out so that we can identify the first name, the middle name, and the last name. And we do that by simply creating a method to access each individual attribute. So now that we've seen that, let's move on to the next lesson where we're going to learn how to modify attributes in the main program. That's something we need to be able to do because, of course, the data that's stored in an object can change. For example, in a name object, if it's a female, the female might get married and want to change her last name to her married name. So that would be one reason why we'd want to change the last name. So in the next lesson, we're going to see how to declare our attributes so that they can be accessed both for reading and for writing.